All right, let's find our seat. Onyx is with us today. She doesn't normally do chair yoga with me because we can't cuddle, but she was arguing with a cat outside that doesn't belong to us, so we're hanging out today. From wherever you are in your seat, let's find our strong foundation. So let's shimmy forward almost to the edge of our seat. And you kind of feel the edge of your seat because your sits bones catch on it, right? That's what that feeling is. Sitting on the edge of your seat is sitting really intensely on those sits bones as they almost catch the edge of your chair. The cool part about that is it tilts the pelvic bowl. It helps align the low vertebra. Plus, it gives us this opportunity to really feel the pads of our feet down on the earth. So take a moment, feel the pressure of the weight of your legs through the pad of your feet or of each foot. You might even soften your gaze or close your eyes for a moment, which can really help the mind's eye travel down into the pads of your feet. What sensation do you feel there, the gentle weight of your legs? And then allow your mind's eye to travel up into the sits bones, the seat here. You might feel those bony protrusions pressing down into the chair beneath you. What's that sensation like? Maybe it creates a dull ache. Maybe it's just gentle sensation. Maybe there's some soreness there. We're just here to observe. There's no judgment of right or wrong. There just is today. And whatever is enough. So acknowledging those sits bones now, allow your mind's eye to travel up into the belly, maybe that space behind the belly button. And just notice, can you soften it? Can you bring any ease to the belly? Maybe you take a deep inhale, feeling the belly stretch, expand, and then as you exhale, let the belly soften further. Allow your mind's eye now to travel up the length of the spine into the shoulders. We'll open them, pulling the shoulder blades towards one another, just gently, feeling the heart open. You might send your next breath into the chest and the heart, feeling the expansion there as you inhale, the softening as you release the breath. We just notice our heart center and let it gently open in our seat. Can you do this while softening through the belly? Just noticing, has any tension snuck up there that you can release as well? And then last but not least, press gently through the top of the head. Feel the neck grow long as the shoulders hang heavy from the ears or away from the ears. And breathe here. This is our strong foundation. Can you soften through the jaw? Let your tongue float in your mouth. We begin our practice by rooting ourselves in this present moment, by deeply acquainting ourselves with the sensations of the body, even as we sit in stillness. Tonight's practice, or this morning's practice, is all about the root chakra, Muladhara. The chakras are believed to be energy wheels that run from the base of the spine all the way up to the top of the head. You might imagine that in your mind's eye, energy flowing from the base of the spine out through the top of the head. Your chakra system. Ancient yogis believed that energy must move freely through the body. Modern science corroborates this in so many ways. And so this morning's practice, we focus on the first and the lowest chakra at the base of your tailbone, right there where your sits bones are. You might, in this moment, allow your mind's eye to travel down to the sits bones once more. The home base of your root chakra. This chakra is the chakra of I am. I am strong. I am secure. I am at peace. These are the feelings that this chakra cultivates as energy flows freely through it. So tonight's practice, or this morning's practice, no caffeine, is going to be all about releasing any blockages in this root chakra that grounds us deep down in our seat, that connects us more deeply with self, the earth, and everything. To do that, let's do some seated cat-cow. So we'll press through the pads of our feet and start to curl the tailbone up towards the belly button. You're going to feel the low back lengthen here. You're going to notice the weight shift from your sits bones back towards the tailbone and the sacrum. And then we'll bring the upper body into this cat by just letting the head slowly drop down towards the heart. We're relaxing through the back of the neck. Still pressing gently through the pads of the feet, curling the tailbone up towards the ceiling, feeling the length of the spine grow long in the low back, the back of the neck. Can you breathe deeply into the belly here in Marjaryasana, seated cat? On an inhale, rise up, belly and heart press forward. We're going to reverse this into cow. So we're curling the tailbone back now. The belly comes forward, heart rises. We're pressing the chin up towards the ceiling, opening the whole front of the body now. Breathe deep into the belly, into the heart here. Notice how easy it is to breathe deep. This is a beautiful posture, cow, Bidlasana, for relieving depression, anxiety. These are all things that help unblock the root chakra. Still, we press the chin skyward. It's not that we're letting the head hang back. I'm going to change my orientation here so you can really see what's happening. And then let's move with the breath. On an exhale, press through the feet, curl the spine, let the head drop low. Cat Marjaryasana. On the inhale, belly and heart press forward, chin rises to cow. Bidlasana. Move back and forth at the pace of your own breath, letting the movements be as exaggerated as feel delicious in your personal form today. Beautiful. On an exhale, find a neutral posture. We've warmed up the spine through some flexion and extension. Let's do it laterally. So on an inhale, let's sweep both arms up and out. As you exhale, drop that left hand. We're going to press the right arm over towards the left and hold here for a moment because we really want to sit down through that right sits bone as we press through those right fingers, really feeling this length on the right side of the body. And then on an inhale, let's sweep both arms up. Exhale, let's switch sides. Breathing here, pressing down through that left sits bone right here. Out through the fingertips of that left arm. Can you feel all the length you're creating? On an inhale of your choice, rise up. Let's switch sides, moving with the breath now. We're going to take it only as far as we feel fully in control of. The most important thing is that we're pressing down through the sit bone as we press out through those fingertips. Warming up the spine and the upper body here. Do this once more to either side. On an inhale, both arms remain lifted. As you exhale, press your fingertips out towards the side. Continue pressing as you lower your arms. Beautiful. Let's find ourselves here in Tadasana. Tadasana, we're sitting at the edge of our seat. We're feeling the pads of both feet planted fully on the earth, palms facing forward. You're pressing down and gently out through the fingertips. You might think of the sides of your arms as the sides of mountains, or a side of each side of a mountain, growing down into the earth. As you press down and out through those fingertips, you might press tall through the top of the head. Feel the strength and the power of your mountain. Tadasana is another beautiful posture that connects us with our root chakra. Connects us more deeply with self. Can you relax through the jaw? Can you breathe into the belly and the heart here? Feel those fingertips press out and down as you rise through the crown of the head. You're strong like a mountain. On an inhale, sweep both arms back up. As you exhale, we're going to come into Utkatasana chair. We're going to do this by leaning forward. This might be a wonderful opportunity here to bring the hands towards the heart center if you'd like. You can remain arms extended, but continue to press through the top of the head. Press the top of those fingertips if the arms are extended. And then we're going to lean forward so far that you're going to feel the pressure build to the pads of the feet. We're going to hang out here for a moment. So feel free to leave the arms where they feel good, but feel the pressure build in the pads of the feet. Now, can you press down through the pads of the feet? You're not lifting out of your chair at all. You're just feeling your strength here in Utkatasana. This is a very engaged and powerful posture. On an exhale of your choice, bring palms in towards the heart center, rise up into your natural seat. Wonderful. All right. Inhale, find your mountain, pressing down through the fingertips, up through the top of the head. Feel those shoulders drop down from the ears, all this length in the neck here. On an inhale, sweep the arms up. Maybe the gaze follows those fingertips this time. Exhale, lean forward into Utkatasana and hold. Press down through the pads of the feet. Feel the legs engage. Breathe into the heart. We're pressing long through the top of the head. On your next exhale, palms come towards heart center, rise up. Beautiful. Inhale, Tadasana. Find your mountain, feel that equal and opposite pressure as you rise up tall while pressing down through those fingertips. Feel the pads of the feet firmly planted. On an inhale, sweep the arms up, gaze follows. Exhale, lean the heart forward into Utkatasana. Inhale, press long to the top of the head. Exhale, we're going to lower our hands down. We're going to come into a bit of a fold here. Now, I'm going to make space for my belly by just widening my knees out, and you can support your torso if you'd like by bringing the palms on top of the knees or the thigh. But find yourself here in this forward fold for just a moment. Continue to press strong to the pads of the feet. Maybe you let the arms hang or the neck hang if that feels good. And then from wherever you are, arms hanging or palms planted on knees, begin to curl up, pressing through the pads of the feet. We're going to rise up into our natural seat. The neck is the last to rise. Nice and slow. Find your way there. Beautiful. Ooh, I've got a feisty kitty in here today. Thank you, Onyx. Let's find our Tadasana once more, pressing down through the fingertips, up through the top of the head. You are powerful. You are strong. You are firmly rooted, planted, connected with the earth beneath you, with self. On an inhale, arms rise, gaze follows. As you exhale, let's find that Utkatasana we know. Pressing through the pads of the feet, knees track forward here. From here, we'll bring our palms towards the heart center. We're going to find Pavrita Utkatasana, which is a twisted chair, which is also deeply correlated with moving energy through that root chakra, which getting that wheel to turn again, right? So for a twisted chair, it looks like this. We're going to inhale, press long through the top of the head. Exhale, we're going to turn towards the left. Now, I'm going to release my hands and use them as anchors. So I'm going to take my right hand to the outside of my left knee or top of that thigh and just use it to turn my rib cage a little further into this twist. Now, you might extend your arm or your left arm behind you here. Maybe the gaze follows. Here we are, Pravrita Utkatasana. On an exhale of your choice, come back to Utkatasana. Inhale, press long to the top of the head, find that length. Exhale, come down into the fold, make space for the belly by widening those knees. Use your hands as a support to get you down there. Take it nice and slow. Hang out, let the head hang heavy. When you're ready, press through the feet, press through the palms if that feels good. Start to curl up vertebra by vertebra, rising until the head floats above the shoulders above the hips. All right, let's find our Tadasana yet again. Y'all didn't know you were coming for the heat today, huh? Feel your power. Your strong foundation. When you are ready, inhale, sweep the arms out and up. Exhale, lean forward into Utkatasana. We know this. Hold here for a moment. On an inhale, press tall through the top of the head. Exhale, let's bring our palms together at the heart center in Anjali Mudra. We'll find our twist on the opposite side. So on an inhale, find that length of the spine by pressing through the top of the head. Exhale, twist towards the right. Now you might hold here or you might release that left hand, plant it on that right thigh and just use it to assist you a little further in this twist. On an exhale, come back to your Utkatasana. And then fold all the way down when you're ready. Make space for the belly. Let the arms hang if that feels good, or plant them atop the thighs. From wherever you are, release any effort in the neck. And then begin to curl up vertebra by vertebra. Head hangs heavy. It's the last to go. And then find yourself there on your own terms, in your own time, your natural, easy seat. Beautiful. We'll give ourselves an Utkatasana break. We talk about seated yoga, but we don't talk about how much work you can do with the lower body, even in your seat. Speaking of which, let's find a wide-legged forward fold. So we're going to heel toe our feet out even wider than chair width apart. And then we're going to extend the legs out, but we're going to keep the pads of the feet planted. I'm going to keep a bend in my knees to protect my knee joints because I hyperextend. It might feel good to have your legs out wide. Having a bend in the knees, though, is much easier to find a fold in chair or in a chair. So from wherever you are, inhale to create length. As you exhale, let the heart center fall forward. Press through the bottoms of the feet. This is why we keep them planted. You can use the palms or the forearms atop the thighs if that feels good, but let the heart melt forward. Making space for the belly here. Maybe it feels good to let the head hang heavy. Be where you are. Release any effort in the jaw and the tongue. Breathe deep into the belly. There's so many beautiful ways to find ourselves in this fold. When you're ready, begin to curl up. Using the arms, the hands where it feels good, rising all the way up. And then from here, you're going to bring the pads of the feet in, but keep them wide. Let's find goddess. Now for goddess pose, you're welcome to open up the hips as wide as feels good. Now my encouragement to you is choose a wide that offers a sensation that gets you curious, that you can sit with, not run from or clench into, right? We don't want it that intense. But something you can explore, the sensation in this hip area. Toes align with the knees, right? Rise tall through the spine. Be here. Feel your root chakra, the base of the spine pressed down into your chair as you lift through the top of the head. And then plant the palms atop the thighs, fingertips pointed inward. On an exhale, lean forward into your arms, heart center first. We're going to stop here, just about where we would have in chair, right? Leaning the heart center forward. Then we're going to get into the shoulders a little bit. On an inhale, press long through the head. Exhale, you're going to drop that right shoulder toward the midline, down towards the earth, as much or as little as feels good. And then rise up, find your breath. On an exhale, you're going to drop that left shoulder towards the midline. So moving with the breath, taking big body breaths. When we take these deep breaths, it allows us to slow our physical movement down. And when we slow our physical movement down and we allow our mind's eye, our brain to just become acutely aware of what we're experiencing, we rewire, remap these neural pathways at a pace that is exponentially faster than when we swing and move through these motions without actually feeling what's happening in our bodies. Once more on either side, pressing strong through the pads of the feet. Rise up to your neutral seat, heel, toe your feet back together. And by together, I mean like chair distance or hip distance apart, where it would feel comfortable to naturally sit in your chair. From here, let's find Baddha Konasana, so bound angle. Bound angle in a seat can look like a lot of different things. Now I have a block here to show you, but I'm going to do it without the block first. So for Baddha Konasana, it's a gentle, relaxing hip opener that allows us to soften into our root chakra. We do this by scooting to the edge of our seat until the pads of our feet have a lot of room, right? Are firmly planted. You're going to bring the pads of your feet together. The blade edges of the outsides of your feet are now pressed down into the earth, and the knees hang wide here. Now you might remain seated upright in Baddha Konasana, You might challenge your core strength by gently leaning back into your chair. This would be Supta Baddha Konasana, or reclined bound angle. But whether you have chosen to soften the hips open upright, which brings a totally different sensation, or whether you've chosen to lean back, engaging the front of the belly, engaging the back body here, and yet softening through the jaw and still breathing into the belly. Feel the weight of your body pressed down through that root chakra. You might close your eyes just to notice wherever you are in your seat, the pressure of the body. Nestled down through that root chakra. You might even imagine roots growing down from the base of the spine, from the portion of your body deeply pressed into your chair. Those roots growing down so far into the earth, connecting you deeply, nourishing you deeply, bringing with it peace, confidence. If you've leaned back, go ahead and find yourself upright once more. We'll bring the knees together, plant the pads of the feet, and then let's take our final Shavasana here. We're going to do it for a couple minutes. And our final Shavasana, our corpse pose, is another deeply rooting pose that can help us that can help us find release in that root chakra. And you find our corpse pose in your seat by just getting as comfortable as possible. And I'm gonna squish little miss here. Lean all the way back, scoot your booty all the way back, right? Support your back fully with the back of the chair or a wall. Maybe you've just cozied up in your couch in like the most comfortable way possible. Wherever you are, we're looking for effortlessness here. So you might, with eyes closed, explore what it means to release any effort in the legs. Maybe give them a little wiggle here, a little shake. And then let them find softness and stillness along with the belly. Let it hang loose. It's done good, hard work today. Relaxing those shoulders. Softening once more through the tongue and the jaw, the lips on your face and your nose. What does it feel like to relax your nose, your forehead, and even your scalp? We breathe into the body, softening any effort in the belly, in the heart center. We take this time to be, not to do. You might, over the next minute or so, come back to the I am mantra of your root chakra and claim for yourself what you are. I am safe. I am healing. I am curious. I am hopeful. I am growing. It might simply just be, I am here. And know that that is powerful. As you claim what you are, In your mind's eye, you might even go as far as to claim your dualities, which is another important way to open the root chakra. I am scared and courageous. These are two things that can happen at once. I am exhausted and giving my best. I am resting and worthy. I am messy and magical. We hold in our root chakra all of the truths of what we are, and we give them space to be all right. We don't got to sift through the parts of us that get to stay and go. It all gets to stay right now, right here. I am here. Remain here for as long as you like. But when you're ready, we might begin to awaken the body by rubbing the hands along the tops of the thighs or any material close by, just feeling the sensation. What textures or temperatures do you notice? Then let's start movement in the toes. Maybe we stretch them long and then curl them in. Back and forth, stretching and curling. Notice the sensation of that movement in the feet. And then let's bring that movement up into the arms and the legs, inviting motion in whichever way brings delight for you. In somatics, this is called pandiculation. When we stretch, explore, twist, and move in ways that awaken the body. And this awesome impromptu movement releases tons and tons of dopamine. When you're ready, you might shift towards the front of your seat once more, planting the pads of your feet. An option to bring the palms together in Anjali Mudra here. As you inhale, you might feel your heart rise to meet your thumbs. As you exhale, maybe you take a gentle bow in the head. We end our practice by showing ourselves gratitude for showing up. You showed up for you. And only you can give yourself that gift. Incredible, incredible things grow from that place. Thank you for practicing with me today. The light and the dark in me, the fear and the bravery, the messy and the magic. See the light and the dark in you, and we are the same. Thank you for spending.